If you're over 60, listen closely. The next few minutes can change your comfort, your sleep, and your confidence. I'm a urology specialist and I want you to picture a very ordinary morning. You wake up, look at the clock, and realize you were up 3 times last night to pee. Your stream hesitated, your bladder never felt empty, and by breakfast you're already tired. For millions of men, that's not just aging. It's a cluster of daily habits quietly irritating the prostate, habits you can fix starting today. Before we count down the top 10, here's a promise. You won't hear scare tactics. You'll hear simple physiology and doable actions. And if you stay with me to the end, you'll leave with a 30-day blueprint that fits real life, no extremes, no gimmicks, just steady improvements you can feel. First, a quick orientation. The prostate sits below the bladder and surrounds the urethra like a soft ring. When it's calm and supple, urine flows freely. When it's inflamed and swollen, that ring tightens and everything, from starting your stream to finishing it, gets harder. The good news? Inflammation isn't destiny. Your choices can dial it down. Habit 10. Ignoring thirst and living mildly dehydrated. Many men intentionally drink less to cut bathroom trips. Ironically, that concentrates urine, which stings the bladder lining and triggers reflex irritation in the prostate. Concentrated urine also predisposes to crystals, infection, and nighttime urgency. Fix it with steady sips, 150, 200 ml every 60-90 minutes while awake, tapering after dinner. Aim for pale straw urine by afternoon. Pro tip, keep a 500 ml bottle on the counter and finish one by mid-morning, one by mid-afternoon, and a small glass with dinner. If medications you take, like diuretics or antihistamines, dry you out, speak with your clinician about timing so you can hydrate strategically. Habit 9. Sitting still for long blocks. Hours in a chair compress the pelvic floor, slow blood flow, and stiffen the connective tissue sleeves around the prostate. Micro moves prevent macro problems. Set a 30-minute stand and stroll cue. Walk 1 minute, do 10 heel raises, and perform 5 slow belly breaths to soften pelvic tension. If you work at a desk, place a tennis ball under one buttock and slowly roll to release pressure points. Surprisingly effective for urgency flares. Cyclists, swap one long ride for 2 shorter rides and use a noseless saddle to reduce perineal pressure. Important, natural blood flow support. There's a simple truth in men's health: better circulation, better function. Alongside hydration and movement, many men feel a noticeable difference when they support nitric oxide, the molecule your blood vessels use to relax for smooth, comfortable flow. If you're curious, look in the comments for a resource that supports healthy circulation, energy, and stamina without stimulants. It's formulated to help your body make and sustain nitric oxide, which can translate to easier walks, warmer hands and feet, and more comfortable bathroom trips when combined with the habits in this video. Special link in comments. Always check your personal medications with your doctor. Back to habits. Think of your day as a valve you can open or close. Every small choice pushes the valve toward calm or toward pressure. Here are a few fast wins you can put on autopilot this week. Half-cup rule. If you wake at night, sip only half a cup of water, then do 30 seconds of box breathing, in 4, hold 4, out 4, hold 4, to settle urgency signals. Warm hips, warm flow. A 10-minute warm sitz bath before bed can relax the pelvic floor and reduce nighttime trips. Evening break. Finish large fluids 2 hours before lights out. Take your last decaf tea 90 minutes before bed. Label audit. Hidden sodium in canned soups and frozen meals increases fluid shifts and irritability. Choose low-sodium versions. Walk to void. Right after a meal, walk for 5 minutes, then try to void. Post-meal parasympathetic tone often helps you empty more completely. We're just getting started. As we continue the countdown, I'll give you food swaps, breathing drills, and science-backed micro habits you can try tonight. Stick with me. The most overlooked habits are still ahead and they're fixable. Habit 8. Flooding your day with caffeine. Coffee and strong tea are beloved, but dose and timing matter. Caffeine is a diuretic and a bladder irritant. It can also tighten the muscle at the bladder neck, making it harder to empty fully. If your mornings begin with 2 mugs and your afternoons include a pick-me-up, you may be priming urgency and nighttime waking. Try this. Keep your first cup, switch the second to half calf, and make everything afternoon decaf or herbal. Log your bathroom trips for 3 days. Many men are surprised to see a 20-30% drop in late-day urgency just from a caffeine curfew. Bonus: replace one coffee with cacao nib tea or roasted barley tea, warm ritual, gentler on the bladder. Smarter liquids. Sparkling water counts as hydration, but the bubbles can irritate some bladders. If you notice fizz equals urgency, stick to still water with a slice of lemon or cucumber. And remember that many hydration drinks hide 300 to 600 milliliters sodium per bottle. That's a lot of salt for a prostate trying to stay calm. Habit 7. Turning every meal into a spice and package festival. I love flavor too, but chronic dose is the issue. Spicy sauces, processed meats, and sodium-heavy ready meals nudge your body toward water retention and low-grade inflammation. Simple swaps lower the temperature fast. Trade hot wings for oven-baked salmon with lemon. Swap chips for a bowl of berries and nuts. Choose plain yogurt with honey over packaged desserts. Build your plate with the PFF rule. Produce fiber, fat. Half a plate of colorful vegetables, a fist-sized serving of beans or whole grains, and a thumb-sized portion of olive oil, nuts, or avocado. This combination steadies blood sugar and hormones that interact with the prostate. Prostate smart foods you can start this week: tomato paste and cooked tomatoes, rich in lycopene, pumpkin seeds, zinc and phytosterols, pomegranate or blueberry smoothies, polyphenols, and green tea, catechins. If green tea bothers your bladder, switch to decaf. It keeps most of the helpful compounds. Season liberally with turmeric and ginger. Both are gentle anti-inflammatories. Habit 6. Routinely holding your urine. We've all delayed a bathroom break to finish a call or cross a street. Do it chronically, and you teach the bladder to stretch and shout at inconvenient times. The stretching pressure transmits to the prostate below, and the reflex irritation cycle continues. Reset with a 3-hour window. Aim to void every 3.5 hours while awake. If you feel urgency sooner, pause, breathe slowly down into your belly for 20-30 seconds, then walk calmly to the restroom. Racing trains your nervous system to associate urgency with panic. That becomes a loop. Also, give yourself time to empty. After you finish, wait 20 seconds, lean forward slightly, and try a gentle second effort. Many men void an extra 30 to 60 milliliters and sleep better as a result. Pelvic floor basics made simple. The pelvic floor isn't a biceps you max out. It's a sling of muscles that loves rhythm and relaxation. To find it, stop your urine midstream once, not every day. This is only for identification. That subtle lifting motion is the area to train. Practice 3 sets daily. Inhaling to relax, exhaling to gently lift for 5 seconds, then fully relax for 5 seconds. Keep your jaw and shoulders soft. Tension up top equals tension below. If you've been doing only hard squeezes, add long relaxed breaths and gentle hip stretches. Figure 4 stretch, supported child's pose. Many men notice fewer urgency spikes within 2 weeks. Night routine that actually helps. Dim lights an hour before bed to support melatonin, which steadies nighttime urination rhythms. Turn your bedroom 1-2 cooler. Place a small folded towel warmed in the dryer on your lower belly for 3 minutes, then remove and do 5 slow breaths before lights out. It cues the body to let go of pelvic tension. Finally, park your phone across the room. Doom scrolling is sympathetic nervous system fertilizer, and a buzzing brain aggravates a buzzing bladder. Quick troubleshooting guide. Burning, fever, or new severe pain. Call your doctor. Those can be signs of infection. Sudden inability to urinate? That's urgent care, not a home hack. Blood pressure medicines or decongestants making your stream worse? Ask your clinician about timing or alternatives. Small changes add up. In a clinic journal I keep, men who applied only the caffeine curfew, the 3-hour window, and the evening break reported, within 3 weeks, fewer nighttime trips and less urgency. That's momentum you can build on. Next, we'll tackle smoke exposure, screenings, and a smarter plate without giving up joy. Habit 5. Smoking, or sitting in other people's smoke. Few things constrict blood vessels and inflame delicate tissues like cigarette toxins. In the pelvis, that means lower oxygen delivery, slower repair, and tighter, crankier muscles around the bladder, neck, and prostate. If you smoke, I respect how hard quitting can be, and I'll keep this practical. Set a quit date 2 weeks from today. Between now and then, reduce per day, switch your first cigarette to after breakfast, and pair cravings with a 2-minute walk and 8 slow breaths. Ask your clinician about nicotine replacement or prescription options. Success skyrockets when you combine tools. If you don't smoke but live with someone who does, claim smoke-free zones in your home and car. Your pelvic organs will thank you. Habit 4. Skipping screenings and staying silent. Many men avoid the topic because it feels awkward. I understand, but a 5-minute conversation can spare months of discomfort. A yearly visit to discuss urinary symptoms, a digital rectal exam when recommended, and a PSA blood test when appropriate create a baseline. With a baseline, you and your doctor can separate normal for you from needs attention. Also ask about medications that affect the urinary tract. Decongestants, some antidepressants, and certain antihistamines can worsen hesitancy. Adjusting dose or timing can make a dramatic difference in comfort without adding new pills. Habit 3. Building every dinner around red meat. Meat itself isn't evil, but frequency and form matter. Highly processed meats, bacon, sausages, deli slices, carry preservatives that stoke inflammation. Large nightly steaks crowd out vegetables and fiber. Switch your week to a 2-1-2 pattern. 2 nights fish or seafood. 1 night poultry or eggs. 2 nights legumes or tofu. And save red meat for 1 or 2 small portions. Grill or bake instead of frying, and add a tomato-rich sauce or a side of sautéed greens. Your hormones like this pattern, your waistline likes it, and your prostate likes the lower inflammatory load. Shopping list for a calm week: canned sardines or salmon, olive oil, tomatoes, fresh and paste, garlic, onions, leafy greens, broccoli, carrots, oats, brown rice, lentils, chickpeas, pumpkin seeds, walnuts, blueberries, pomegranates, plain yogurt, and herbal teas. With just these, you can rotate simple bowls: lentils with tomato garlic sauce, salmon with greens and rice, chickpeas with carrots and yogurt. Season meals boldly with lemon, parsley, dill, turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. Hydration routine upgraded: morning, 1 glass of water upon waking, midday, 2 steady sip sessions, afternoon, 1 steady sip session, evening, small glass with dinner only. If you enjoy a nightcap, consider swapping alcohol for tart cherry juice, diluted with water. It's gentler on sleep, and a calmer night is kinder to your urinary tract. Movement as medicine. Aim for 150 minutes per week of easy to moderate activity. That could be a daily 20-minute walk plus 2 25-minute strolls on the weekend. Layer in 5 minutes of mobility most days. Slow hip circles, figure 4 stretch, and diaphragmatic breathing, lying on your back with knees bent. These simple drills downshift the nervous system and release the pelvic floor so the bladder outlet can relax. Stress pressure link decoded. When stress hormones rise, the pelvic floor reflexively tightens. Great if you're running from a bear, terrible if you're trying to fall asleep. Build a calm switch. Inhale through the nose for 4. Exhale through pursed lips for 6. Repeat for 2 minutes while imagining your breath going all the way to your tailbone. It sounds corny. It works. The vagus nerve loves rhythm, and the prostate prefers calm signals. Safety first. If you ever notice blood in your urine, unintentional weight loss, bone pain, or a sudden inability to pass urine, seek medical care promptly. Most urinary symptoms in older men are benign and manageable, but red flag symptoms deserve swift evaluation. Your momentum checklist for this week: caffeine curfew at noon, record your trips. 3-hour voiding window, add the second effort. 2 fish nights, 1 legume night, 1 red meat night only. 10 1-minute stand and stroll breaks per day. 2 minutes of calm breathing before bed. Stack these and you'll feel the compound effect. Next, we'll address belly fat, long-term stress, and a 30-day plan you can actually follow without perfectionism. Habit 2. Carrying too much belly fat. This isn't vanity, it's chemistry. Abdominal fat secretes cytokines, chemical messengers that keep your body mildly inflamed all day. That chronic whisper of inflammation reaches the small glands of the pelvis, including the prostate, and keeps tissues puffy and irritable. It also disturbs insulin and sex hormone balance, which influence prostate tone. The fix doesn't require a boot camp. Aim to lose just 3 to 5% of your body weight over the next 3 months. For many men, that's 3 to 5 kilograms. Practical moves. Use a smaller dinner plate, fill half with vegetables, eat protein at each meal so you're satisfied, and walk after dinner for 10 minutes. That tiny walk lowers post-meal blood sugar, calms the nervous system, and often reduces nighttime urgency. Measure what matters. Your waist at the level of the belly button. For most men, a target under 102 centimeters 40 inches lowers risk for urinary symptoms and metabolic trouble. Check once a week, same time, same tape, no judgment, just data and course correction. Habit 1. Letting stress run the show. The most common sentence I hear in clinic is, "Everything's worse when I'm tense." They're right. Stress locks the jaw, shoulders, and pelvic floor. It speeds the heart and narrows blood vessels. That combination is the perfect recipe for hesitancy, urgency, and waking at night. Your antidote is routine. You don't need an hour of meditation. You need 3 2-minute practices scattered through your day. Morning, sit, feet on the floor, and do 90 seconds of lower belly breathing. Inhale into the waistband, exhale longer than you inhale. Afternoon, step outside, look at something far away to relax your eyes, and do 8 slow breaths. Evening, lie on your back with a pillow under your knees and hum softly as you exhale. The vibration relaxes the throat and pelvic floor. Add one joyful thing daily: laughter with a friend, a 5-minute call with a grandchild, or music that makes you sway. Joy is not fluff, it's anti-inflammatory. Sleep the unsung treatment. Keep a consistent bedtime and wake time. Limit heavy meals late and darken your room. If you snore loudly or wake choking, ask your doctor about a sleep study. Treating sleep apnea often improves nighttime urination. Your 30-day blueprint, print this and put it on the fridge. Week 1, hydration and rhythm, steady sips, caffeine curfew at noon, 3-hour voiding window, evening break on fluids. Do the second effort after each void. Walk for 5 minutes after 2 meals per day. Week 2, food and movement. Adopt the 2-to-1-2 pattern. Cook 1 pot of beans or lentils. Add tomato paste to something daily. Do 5 hip mobility minutes after your walk. Replace 1 processed snack with nuts and fruit. Week 3, stress and sleep. Install your 3 micro practices. Dim lights an hour before bed. Cool the bedroom. Keep the phone out of reach. Do box breathing if you wake at 3 a.m. Never chase sleep. Invite it. Week 4, refine and record. Notice which habits gave the biggest relief. Trim late day salt, consolidate evening fluids, and add 1 joyful practice you'll keep. Take a waist measurement and a note of how many times you woke last night. Compare to day 1. Celebrate the smallest win. Momentum is the medicine. Supplements and common sense. Some men feel extra support when they pair lifestyle changes with a circulation-friendly nitric oxide support formula. If you choose to explore that, review the ingredients with your clinician, especially if you take blood pressure medicines or nitrates. Good products emphasize vascular support, energy, and stamina without stimulants. They are companions to habits, not replacements. Final guardrails. Pain, burning, fever, or new difficulty urinating deserve medical attention. Urinary symptoms can overlap with infections, stones, and other conditions that need evaluation. Use this video for education and motivation, not as a substitute for care. Now, a word of encouragement. Men often tell me they've tried to fix this before, and nothing worked. When we dig in, they were trying everything for a week and nothing for a month. The prostate responds to consistency and kindness, not punishment. Give yourself 30 days. Hydrate smarter, move a little more often, eat calmer foods, and practice your calm switch. You'll create a quieter pelvis, a steadier night, and a better morning. If this helped you, share it with a friend, a brother, or a neighbor who keeps a bathroom map in his head wherever he goes. You're not alone and you're not stuck. With simple habits and smart support, your body can do remarkable things at any age. I'm cheering for you. Let's get started today.